The genus name Salvia derives from the Latin salvere, meaning to save, perhaps referring to the healing properties of plants in this genus. Today we'll be talking about the wonderful herb sage. Sage has been used medicinally for centuries for flavoring food and for its medicinal properties. Its properties include being antimicrobial, antiseptic, and anti-cancer. It can also help stop nerve pain, improve memory, and lower blood sugar. Sage can help with fat digestion and balance hormones in both men and women. It can help speed healing of wounds, acne, and eczema. Sage can soothe the sore throat, ease a cough, and help your body fight respiratory infections. It may even help reduce or reverse hair loss by increasing blood flow to your scalp when applied topically. And if you are nursing and it's time to wean your child, it can help dry up your milk. If you aren't wanting to reduce your milk supply, you will want to avoid sage in large amounts. Welcome to the old Mayfield place. If you're new to herbal medicine, it may seem a bit overwhelming, but you don't have to know everything about every herb. Even master herbalists don't know everything about every herb. But if you can know 5 or 10 herbs really well, knowing what they're used for, how they are used, and who shouldn't use them, you can take care of most of the health issues you and your family face. By concentrating on one herb each month, by the end of the year, you'll be confident in using 12 herbs safely and effectively. While sage is generally considered safe when used in culinary amounts, it should be used with caution in medicinal amounts. Sage contains thujone, a compound that can be toxic in large amounts. High doses of sage can cause seizures and other neurologic symptoms. While sage in food is considered safe for everyone, medicinal amounts of sage should be avoided by pregnant and breastfeeding women, as well as those with epilepsy. People who are taking medications for high blood pressure or diabetes should use sage medicinally only under the direction of a healthcare provider that understands pharmaceuticals and herbal medicine, since it may interact with these medications. Sage can be used to make various herbal medicines. Here are a few examples. To make sage tea, steep 2 teaspoons of fresh sage leaves or 1 teaspoon of dried sage in just boiled water for about 10 to 20 minutes. Strain the leaves and enjoy. Sage tea is a natural remedy for sore throat, coughs, and digestive issues. It can also be applied topically to heal wounds and acne. To make a sage tincture, measure 50 grams of dried sage leaves and cover it with 250 ml of 80 proof or higher ethanol such as vodka. Let the mixture sit for 4 to 6 weeks, shaking it occasionally. Strain the liquid and store it in a dark glass bottle. Sage tincture is a potent medication for respiratory infections, menstrual cramps, and hot flashes. To make sage oil, fill a jar with dried sage leaves and cover with a carrier oil such as olive oil. Let the mixture sit in a sunny spot for 4 to 6 weeks, shaking it occasionally. Strain the oil and store it in a dark glass bottle. Sage oil is a natural remedy for skin conditions such as eczema and psoriasis. To make sage salve, take 1/2 cup of the sage oil you just made and heat it in a double boiler or in a small crock pot that has a warm setting. Add 1 ounce of beeswax and stir until all the beeswax is completely melted and incorporated into the oil. Before it cools, pour it into small jars or ointment tins. Sage salve is a healing balm for cuts, scrapes, and bruises. If you would like a printable fact sheet about sage to start a notebook on medicinal herbs, I will leave a link to the one I've created in the description below. Sage is a popular culinary herb that is added to flavor a variety of dishes. Its distinctive flavor is often described as slightly bitter and savory. Sage is commonly used to flavor meat dishes such as pork and poultry, as well as sausages, soups, and stews. And it is also a popular ingredient in stuffing, which is my favorite. It can be used fresh or dried, and it is often paired with other herbs such as thyme and rosemary. Sage is a perennial herb that belongs in the mint family. It has grayish-green leaves that are slightly fuzzy to the touch. The leaves are oblong in shape and are arranged in pairs along the stem. Sage produces small purple flowers that bloom in midsummer. The plant can grow up to 2 feet wide and 2 feet tall. It is a hardy herb that is relatively easy to grow in a garden. It prefers full sun and well-drained soil. Sage can be grown from seeds or cuttings, and it is best to plant in the fall or the spring. If planting in the fall, make sure to give the plants enough time to establish themselves before the first frost. As mentioned before, sage can grow up to 2 to 3 feet wide, so space the plants at least 3 feet apart to allow for proper growth and airflow. Sage prefers slightly dry soil, so do not overwater it. Water the plants deeply once a week and when the top inch of the soil feels dry. Sage does not require much fertilizer, but you can feed it a balanced fertilizer once or twice a year. Sage can become woody and overgrown if not pruned regularly. Cut back the stems about a third after it flowers or in the fall to encourage bushy growth. Thanks for stopping by the old Mayfield place today. Stay healthy, get that sage planted, and have a blessed week.